Dear students, my name is Sitaram Shastri. I will be explaining you class 10 physical sciences subject. Now, today in this first video lecture, I will give you a brief introduction about physical sciences textbook. Now, this is your physical science textbook prescribed for the students of Telangana state syllabus. Now, what is in this textbook? How many chapters are there? How the subject matter is arranged in this textbook? I will be explaining you the details. Now, introduction to physical sciences textbook. This textbook contains 12 chapters. This textbook contains 12 chapters and overall the textbook has 292 pages of information. Now, the syllabus prescribed in physical sciences has to be covered in 114 periods. Generally, your science teacher, your physics teacher will take more than 114 periods to explain you in a better way. Now, the textbook contains nearly 90 concepts. Now, these concepts are introduced in the textbook based on the previous knowledge you have gained in class 7, 8 and 9. So, starting from what is known to you in the class 7, 8 and 9, the new topics will be started. Some questions will be posed in the initial stages in the on the chapter, and from those questions slowly the authors will introduce the new chapter. Likewise, the concepts are explained in the textbook. Now, these concepts are explained based on the CCE methodology, continuous and comprehensive evaluation methodology. Now, after gaining knowledge in physical sciences subject, you will get a maximum of 10 marks in formative assessment. This knowledge is also useful to you to get maximum of 40 marks in summative assessment. Now, how the subject matter is arranged in this textbook, I will explain you. See, the subject matter is designed based on the 7 academic standards. That means the authors have followed 7 academic standards prescribed in the physical science textbook, and based on the 7 academic standards they have written the textbook, and this textbook is completely based on CCE, continuous and comprehensive evaluation methodology. Now, what is in the textbook? In each chapter you will have some prescribed activities, and like this some small activities will be given, and in each activity the student has to do some small activity, and from the activity he will gain some subject knowledge. Like this, we have 57 activities in the entire physical science textbook, and in addition to the activities we have 5 lab activities in this textbook. Now, these lab activities can be considered as experiments also. Now, in the chapter you also come across some box items. Some of the box items are titled as think and discuss. In some chapters the box items are written as think and write box items. So the think and discuss box items, the students will be given some information and some questions. Then the students have to think over the questions, and they can discuss with the teachers or they can discuss with the students also. Now, like this, so 40 think and discuss box items are present in the textbook. Now, in some lessons or in some chapters you have derivations also. Now, these nearly 10 derivations are present in physical sciences textbook. Now, one more box item you will come across in the textbook. They are known as do you know. So, in the textbook you will find a box items do you know. This do you know box item will give you some extra information, additional information related to that topic to the student. Like this, you have 23 do you know box items in the textbook. Some box items do not have any title, but simply they will tell about a scientist or about any invention like this. So now after this we have some examples. Most of the lessons will have some examples, maybe problems they might have done, and they will kept it as examples. In this subject, in this textbook, we have 52 examples. Now after that, now at the end of each chapter we have keywords. Keywords are the terminology used in the chapter. Now the keywords are very important because they will tell you about the importance of the subject concepts. So we have nearly 176 keywords in the entire textbook. Now after that we have some key points also, what we have learnt. So at the end of the chapter, the author also has given what you have learnt. So what we have learnt, these are key points. These are given at the end of the chapter. So some small sentences will be given as key points. Sometimes formulas will be given as key points. Overall, we have 122 key points in the textbook. Apart from this, at the end of the chapter, we have textbook questions. The textbook questions are titled as Improve Your Learning. So improve your learning questions are nothing but textbook questions. These textbook questions are based on academic standards. Now we have nearly 144 textbook questions. These 144 questions are very important. Once you master these questions, they will be useful to gain marks in summative assessment as well as in formative assessments. Now after this textbook questions, we have multiple choice questions are MCQs. So nearly 75 questions are given in the textbook. Once you master these multiple choice questions, the knowledge gained after mastering the answers of these questions, you will be able to gain marks in objective type questions or multiple choice questions which may come in summative assessment. Now after this, the authors have also given suggested experiments. So they suggest some experiments. So these are not mandatory, these are not compulsory, but if time permits, if you are more interested in the subject, you can also go through these suggested experiments. The authors also give you about suggest you about project works. So these suggested project works are also not mandatory, not compulsory, but to gain knowledge, to gain mastery over the subject, these 30 suggested project works will also be useful. Dear students, this is all about Introduction to Physical Sciences textbook. Thank you.